What's going on, YouTube? How you doing? How you doing? Shout out to everyone, man. Hope all my foundational Black Americans, my indigenous, my Solon, my descendants of emancipated people, my slave descendants, my indigenous. Did I say indigenous already? I probably said indigenous already. My Gullah Geechees, my freedmen, my free man, all my people that's from this land, man. I hope y'all having a wonderful day today. Before we get started, can y'all please hit the like and subscribe button for your boy? Please hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. And I just want to thank y'all once again for the strong support that y'all been giving me. Now, this really not nothing. And I'm pretty sure y'all hear videos all the time from content creators talking about how these immigrants are crashing out all the time, right? Or how delineation is bothering some of these immigrants. Or when we just talk about Africans a lot and the things that they say and how mad they get about this delineation. And I don't want to sound like a broken record all the time, but sometimes, man, I be having to get this off my spirit, y'all. Now, we listen to people like Tariq, Afro Elite, Phil Scott, other content creators, what other content creators y'all listen to that talk about how these Africans and these Caribbeans and these Mexicans or these immigrant groups are crashing out on us because of delineation. For me personally, reason why I'm going to speak on it because I be in the belly of the beast with these people. Like, I be in the belly of the beast with these people. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, they are upset with this delineation thing, y'all. Like, real talking. I know, pretty sure y'all see it too sometimes where y'all go on Facebook, TikTok, X, or whatever, or Instagram, or whatever social media platform you get on. You see these people are crashing out. It's funny to me, though. It's very entertaining to me, right? Because I make a lot of TikTok videos, mostly, you know what I'm saying? And I always talk about Africans, Mexicans, stuff like that, white people, whatever. But really, I be getting on the Africans because the Africans are the one that's always attacking me all the time. So I always respond to them. I always make, videos about them and just be poking at them. So a lot of my videos on TikTok, I might put an AI picture on there of an African. It might be a mess, you know what I'm talking about. Them crazy looking pictures of Africans, bucking their eyes or saying how they hungry, all this stuff. And the Africans get mad at them. I'm talking about they get livid about those pictures when I post about the Africans. And when I do lives in my backdrop, I have an African on there. It'll be a crazy African on there. And the Africans will get on my panel and just start cussing me out. And I don't think they really get mad at the pictures. I think they get mad at the topic. I think the picture just be the icing on the cake for them because when we have panels or when we make videos, we are talking about delineation a lot. We are talking about the reason why we're delineating and why it is important, why it is important to delineate. And they can't grasp this, especially the Africans. I'm talking about the Africans for a minute. You have a lot of these Africans that come over here that's already tribalistic. They come over here and look at us as another tribe. They don't look at us as like just black Americans. They look at us as a black American tribe. So they get over here and have this hostile attitude towards us. And what I mean by hostile, not just them saying crazy stuff to us or them being physical with us, even just how they delineate from us. I remember Tariq made a great point. He was like, a lot of these groups that come over here are already delineated, So, and like I always say, these people get over here and have this hostile attitude, have their nose turned up. And I always wonder, like, why y'all have, y'all, this is the reason why I'm happy we're delineating too, because this is one of the factors, just follow me. This is one of the factors why I'm happy we're delineating because, number one, how in the hell you come to a first world country and you come from a third world country, get around us as black Americans and have your nose turned up, knowing that you know how your land is. What I mean by that, we know how y'all living out there in Africa, but you think we don't know. You think we ain't gonna say nothing now. And the thing that's bothering a lot of these Africans is this. We calling their homeland out. Think about all the foul things that they said about us, talking about we have baby mamas and baby daddies. We are living in the projects. We're poor. The white man. We get unalive police. Because when they say we get unalive or killed by police, they say we deserve to get killed by police. When they say we get locked up in prison, they say they want us in prison. They say y'all are lazy. Y'all don't want to work. all these things, right? So we sitting back listening like y'all saying all this shit about us, but we know how y'all homeland get down. We know where you come from. We knew you stayed in a boo-boo mud hut. We never lived like that. We never lived in a boo-boo mud hut. We never had to build our homes out of boo-boo and mud. We didn't have to do that. They had to do that. Even during slavery, right? This how real it is, bro. Even during slavery, we wasn't nasty like most of them Africans out there, or most of these other groups that come over here. We wasn't. I want y'all to think about this. Even during slavery, we had sense enough not to bathe in the water where everybody poop and shit at and pee at. We never done that. There's nothing about us talking about we taking baths in creeks, but that's where we poop and pee at, and that's where we bathe at. Africans do. We had sense enough to dig a hole by a tree, or behind a bush, or build an outhouse, or make some or makeshift rocks or something, and we poop on that. They don't have that type of common sense. We never lived like them. We was cleaner. We bathed even during slavery. We was cleaner than them. We wasn't living in filth. We wasn't. All these herbs and different scents and different type of soaps that during slavery that our ancestors made and concocted so we can stay clean and hygienic. There were stories, and man, I remember reading this, where during when it was time, let's say it was like a holiday season, right? Like Christmas time or Thanksgiving or whatever type of holiday it was. And during that time, the slave master will allow some of the slaves to visit some of their other family members at certain slave plantations. We had some type of herbs that, so when the slaves about to leave, whatever, people would rub some type of herb on them to make them smell good, like a cologne. You know how we like cologne? There's rub some type of special herb on them, especially in Mississippi. My granddaddy used to tell me, not my granddaddy, but my grandma used to tell me about that. They used to have these special leaves, and y'all probably know what I'm talking about, y'all. But it was these leaves that had a scent on it. It was like a minty scent or something. But they'll put their own little flavor to it, and they'll rub it on their clothes, rub it on their skin, all types of stuff, so they can smell good when they go visit their family. Africans don't do that. They just don't. Then they talking about how, then this is another thing that kills me with some of these immigrants. When they say, well, black Americans don't take care of their children. You can go to Mexico. You can go to the Caribbean islands. You can go to Asia. You can go to Africa. Big business, in my opinion, maybe y'all can correct me on this, is the orphanage game. They have a lot of children that are orphans out there, bro. A lot of them. And for them to say we don't take care of our children, that's wild. Man, listen. Before we give up our children, if we exhausted everything we could, let's say we couldn't get mama and daddy to do it, grandma and granddaddy to get the kids, let's say we can't get the auntie and the uncle to get it, and let's say we just fall on desperate times, hard times, and we broke. Before we give up our children to the system, we will sleep in the car with our children. We will sleep in the tent with our children. We will do everything possible so we can still have custody of our children before we even get to that point. But guess what though? Most of the time, how these people getting our children through CPS. So while we sleeping in our car, while we sleeping on the street, that's when people take our children. Or when they do some janky shit at the hospital or something, like something might be in the blood or something. They say something in the blood of a pregnant woman, and they gotta take the children. Or it gotta be something extreme for them to take our children. But for the most part, we ain't giving up our children like that. They will though. They even give their children up to white people. We know these stories how these Africans be giving up their children to these white folks. Then these white folks be bringing their children out here to the West. And they mistreat these African children, or these Caribbean children, or these Asian children, or these Mexican children. We hearing a lot of stuff about how these Mexican kids getting treated. Getting trafficked. We don't have that type of culture. Even with Mexicans, they don't even have, I don't even want to get on there, but Even Mexicans or Latinos, whatever you want to call these people, people gonna say, well, Mexicans not ethnic. I know what I'm talking about when I say Mexican. The Spanish speaking people. Even they don't have a love affair for their kids. You got people in Mexico, when they try to cross the border, you have people that try to cross the border will pay families like, hey, let me get your kid so I can bring him over here to America so I can get across this border and I'm going to send you some money. Man, these folks be getting these folk kids crossing the border and leaving the kid at the border once they make it to the border. Now the kid somewhere in the orphanage somewhere in America and being trafficked somewhere in America. And now the family in Mexico, they probably don't care because they got the money for the kid or they don't know what's happening. Now they don't know where their child is. That's why I'm happy we delineate. I'm sorry, I know I got all over the place, y'all. But it just irks me. But anyway, but with the Africans, see, the Africans ain't really got no backbone. That's why they mad with that we are delineating. See, they ain't got no backbone. They don't know what to do against the white boy. They don't know what to do. They know what to do against their tribe, but they don't know what to do. This their first time ever. I'm going to say all. I ain't going to just talk about the Africans. This is the first time Africans, Mexicans, Caribbeans, Asians, all these other groups of people that come over here, first time they have to deal directly with the white boy. See, we've been dealing with the white boy for a long time, so we know what to do. We like Teflon done dealing with them. See, we know how to move. We know what to say. We know when to react. See, they don't know none of that. They just out here with their heads cut off. And I think their feelings hurt too, because at the same time they want our protection, but also their feelings hurt because they see how these white folks look at them now. Even with the Indian community. I live in Dallas, Texas, right? Frisco did a bus. ICE went to Frisco and picked up a lot of these Indian people too, which is a good thing. Man, that's another story. But boy, I was about to say was, these Indian people doing a lot of fraud out here too. And it's hard for me to believe. If you live in Dallas, Texas, if you stay near the Frisco area, you don't have to live near there, but you stay near the Frisco area, Plano area, Allen area, Las Colinas, meaning Irving, those particular areas, Capel. There's a strong Indian, Pakistan, you know what I'm talking about, them smelly people. It's a whole strong line of them out there. And these are high-end houses. Like, these are houses that cost over at least $500,000 or more. And you looking like, how in the hell these folks getting these big-ass houses? How? How they getting them so damn quick coming over here to America? What are they doing? Especially Frisco. What are they doing? Now people say, well, Brian, they come over here on work visas. Nah, man, nah. I don't believe it. I knew it was something going on because I was like, damn, bro, like I'm riding through Plano. I'm riding through Frisco. I go to Las Colinas. There ain't nothing but Indians out there. Capel, there's nothing but Indians out there. How? But now since we're delineating and we're not fighting for all these minority groups, they got to fight their own battles now. They don't know what to do. These people run around with their head cut off. But my point of this video is, by me being on TikTok and other platforms, I do have I do be down there in the gutter with these people, man. And these people are crashing out, y'all. They don't know what to do. They do not know what to do. They keep calling us white supremacists. They don't know what to do because they got to deal with the problem, and they don't know what to do, and they still don't. They still laying down and letting these folks do whatever to them. I know I was all over the place, but I had to get that off my spirit, and I know I went all over the world, but I just had to get that off my spirit. Talk to the family for a minute. But yeah, shout out to y'all though. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my family, man. Shout out to everybody. But on weekends, I think I'm going to post a live today that I'm going to do today on TikTok. Y'all can follow me on TikTok. Also, Brian Jehovah, y'all want to. But I'm probably posting clips today. And on weekends, I'm going to be posting some of my old TikTok lives also. You know what I mean? Just so y'all can get familiar with me. Get familiar with me, see what type of person I am, I joke a lot on my lives, you might see me auctioning off some FBA women to some Africans. I be joking, y'all, okay? I be joking, so don't y'all take it personal, but I just be playing, just try to keep the live entertaining, man. You might see me go back and forth with some of my mods, or what I mean by mods, but some of my people that come on my panel a lot, man. I just like to joke with them and have fun, so... But also we get on these Africans, we get on these white folks, we get on a lot of people. So I'm gonna start posting some of that so y'all can get a gist of me. Some of the videos y'all might see like these long form videos. Some of these are like old TikTok videos that I made that a lot of people probably haven't seen, and I just like to post some of those too, just to get those out the way. I did figure out how to do OBS Studio. So I will be going live very soon. I know I've been saying this for the longest, but I will be going live. I'm going to do a test run. I want to try to do it today or maybe tomorrow, just on the humbug or whatever, just to get, because I got a mic, I got my desk, I got a few cameras, but I don't know, I'm just going to play with it a little bit. But I thank y'all for being patient with me, man. I'm just trying to get things in order. You know how you move into your new crib. You know, you got to hang up your clothes. You got to unbox things. You got to put dishes up. You know what I mean? You got to hang the curtains up, you know. Then before you do all that, my bad, you got to clean it first. You got to pre-clean first, you know. So let me get myself together, but I'm almost getting there, man. You know, life be lifing. You know, just balancing things out. You know, my son, he in college, so you know, he going, you know, he doing his thing out there. So just, you know, dealing with him, just being there for him and guiding him through certain obstacles that he's dealing with as a young black man that I'm proud of. Even with my daughter, you know, certain obstacles she's dealing with, you know, just trying to guide them in the right direction. So, and my dog, I got a dog too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, life be lifing, but I do be thinking about y'all, man. So that's why I just come over here and run my mouth a little bit and let y'all know what's going on with me. But anyway, y'all be safe. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support once again. And salute.